Hello and welcome to another review here on the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Doctor Who 60th Anniversary Special number 1, The Star Beast. Starting with my initial reactions, which I have written down over 3 pages in this notebook here. So let's start with the first page and I'll let you know what I thought. Alright, so first of all, the Whoniverse little thing at the beginning, I thought that was really weird to see. Especially considering all I've really watched from the Whoniverse recently is Tales of the TARDIS. I really wasn't expecting to see that. Also, I kind of missed the live viewing. I had to watch it back on BBC iPlayer. So, that probably didn't help me either. But, I still, really enjoyed it. The backstory at the start. I really liked the backstory at the start, and it was nice to see it. A lot of people have said they're not sure how they feel about the fact that the Doctor was talking directly to the camera. I didn't mind it, I'll be honest. And I think it's just something you've got to get over, because it's in the show now. And it exists. Yes. So that, And then the introduction. This is something for me. I really like the introduction. But something I noticed is it feels a little bit like a mix of the David Tennant's original intro and Matt Smith's intro. And I don't know why, but it just had those vibes to me. And I do like the way that Donna misses everything. Like when they're in the big courtyard area and she's just got her back turned from the spaceship and she's like, a spaceship! and all that. And the way she just misses it, it's so reminiscent of season 4 or series 4 or whatever you want to call it. And I quite liked it. Yes, caring Donna. The way she's given all of her money away to charity, I thought was very surprising when I found it out. However, looking back, it does kind of mean that she gave all of her money to charity to be like the Doctor. And that's pretty funny. Considering she couldn't remember the Doctor either. It's really funny that she did it to be like the Doctor, someone who she doesn't remember, and that is hilarious to me. The wheelchair woman, Shirley. The first thing I wrote when I saw her, why does she have one of the expensive Samsung phones? That was my first thought. And, yeah. Yes. Then, I am very happy to see the Temple Noble family dynamics. Hoping that continues into the next 2 specials, and I'm really hoping it does. Murray Gold's music is incredible through all of this. The introduction to the Meep was done really well. Very impressed with that. And Miriam Margolyes has pulled her socks off for this. The warriors, is it the Waith or the Warth or something? Can't remember what they said in the show, but I've been calling them the Rarth. Rarth. That's only you see the Rarth. So, there's that. I thought they were really scary actually, and I think that's really what they needed to be. The Sonic scene where he's using the Sonic screwdriver to create a TV screen or an iPad screen. It's interesting. It's different, and I like it. But I've heard a lot of people say, well, it's not what it was. And honestly, I think it's something that you really do just need to get over. It just is. Yeah, the wheelchair woman, Shirley, she is so funny. Honestly, I really hope to see more of her in a unit spin-off. Maybe. The moment yes. The moment where they had that big glowing thing in the spaceship and it all went into the eyes. I thought that was really interesting and I really wanted to know what it actually was. didn't really get much of that. We might get more of it in the next one, potentially. I'm just really intrigued. Yes. Yes. I do have to say, I like the way that the army just ignores Donna screaming in the background. Like, they're running down the street to this pod crash, and they're ignoring the fact that there's a woman screaming, "There's a bloody Martian in the shed!" It's so weird, and I love it. The Martian scene is so funny. The way the scene unfolds is brilliant. Yes, that scene where she's going, "There's a Martian in the shed," and the way that the doctor comes through the door, and then they all get into the kitchen, and then Sean comes in and goes, "Something smells nice." Honestly, this was so good and so well executed. I highly recommend you watch this back. Yes, this. They have well tackled the situation of Wilf, not MILF. That is something completely different. Wilf. Of course, Wilf, the actor, is no longer with us, and the way they tackled it was done well. And I'm so happy they did it in the way that they did. The way she goes, "He's no longer with us," and the doctor goes, "Oh," and then she goes, "He's not dead." It's so funny. The attack between Unit and the Worf was well put together. I think it's so weird to see such a high budget in Doctor Who, but still getting all those practical effects is highly important, because the last thing you want is to go from having to be on such this tight budget that they've been on for like the past, well, not even 60 years, but like even before that, like the budget has been really tight. They were working in a tiny studio. I want more practical effects than special effects, and that is something that we got, because we got so many incredible practical effects, like the flipping of the cars, the explosions, the fires, and then mixed in with the CGI. That is what makes a good program. Right. Yes, the way he made a barrier with the sonic screwdriver was, again, something incredible to look at. Something different, but something that I think we really do just need to accept. These things are going to happen. It's the 60th. There have been far more stupid things come out of the sonic screwdriver, and we've not questioned it. At one point, it was a whiteboard pen and no one gave one, so what the hell is going on? I enjoyed it, and that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, and and the reaction later on was priceless. "My house!" Honestly, I love it. Yeah, the way she looks on so clueless is what makes this so funny. Donna looking on so clueless is just brilliant. Honestly, in some scenes it feels like you're watching a Marvel film. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a bad thing, especially when you consider that we've been on like such a tight budget for years and years. But like Doctor Who feels so incredibly British, and all these special effects. Honestly, I don't even know whether that was necessary, but it's been pulled off in such a way that it feels like a Marvel film, and that is so strange for me to have to say. The courtroom scene just calls back to David's first time. It's so funny to watch, and that is what Doctor Who is. All of these incredibly serious moments coupled in with the humour. That is Doctor Who, and that is what we needed. I'm hoping there will be multi-Doctor within these three specials. But who knows? Sorry, I'm tired. I have not slept very well recently. The plot twist with the bad meat was something I was slightly expecting, but I watched it with my grandparents and they weren't expecting it. So that's why I've written down plot twist. But I will say it is good, the way they executed it. And they've executed it in such a way that I didn't notice. So, you know. The moments when Donna remembers are really good because it's good to see like classic Donna coming through. And then this is something I said when I first watched the trailer, but when we see the ground breaking up, tell me it's not just me who immediately thought, that looks like Stranger Things 4. Because it does. And that shows how much money's going into it, and that is exciting to me. When she remembers, and towards the end, the first thing she says, of course, is, I gave my money to charity. It's what makes it all so funny. Yes, and then her line, Donna Noble is descending. I'm thinking, yes. And then when she dies, I literally wrote, Donna had better not be dead. And then the whole shared inheritance thing is really, really cool. I really liked that. And then when Meep leaves, my initial thought was, because they said, just wait till the boss hears about this or something like that. Who on earth is the boss? Like, I want to know this now. And I swear if they're doing this as a way to bring back the Daleks, no. That is too simple. Come on, Russell, do something different. And I am so excited, I'll be honest. So, this is something yeah, the way you can just let go of the meta crisis, I think it's good for what they were trying to say. However, I think there were better ways of doing it, and quite a few of my friends have said it does feel a little bit like, well, it was leading up to something, and then nothing happened. So I think that's going to come back, but I'm not sure. The two of them make a great pair, and it's really funny to watch. The interior. I quite like the interior. It's different. It is different. It does, remind me a little bit of Matt Smith's first TARDIS, coupled with the classic TARDIS, which to me feels like what they were going for. But it looks really good, and it does have, all them ramps going off everywhere, which is good, because it means we can finally have someone in a wheelchair coming into the TARDIS. Something for the future. The coffee machine. Wow. That is Doctor Who. Just oh, and look, there's a coffee machine. Because why wouldn't there be? And, the way that she was in the TARDIS for 12 seconds, if that. In fact, no, she was in there for 2 minutes, and she already, blew it to smithereens. That is classic Donna. And then the Next Time trailer, which I highly recommend you watch if you watched it separately. It's available on the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. I will link it in the description. Literally, all I said when I watched this is, why does there appear to be nothing new in the trailer? Yeah. I've got 13 seconds of stuff, and pretty much all of it is stuff that we've seen before. So, that is actually quite exciting, because we know nothing about the next one. Now then, time for my classic review style. Now, a lot of people question my review style because I like to rank everything and then give you an average. So let's go through this nice and quickly. Cast, an 8. Now I'm going to be very harsh on this one because Doctor Who is something I am a huge fan of. So this, it's still going to be a high one, but it's probably not going to come out as high as some of the others. Costume design, 8. Links to other seasons, 9. Characters, 8. CGI, 7. And the reason it's 7 is because it doesn't feel like Doctor Who. It should be more janky in places, because that is Doctor Who. Plot, 8. Music, 6. Battles, 7. Villains, 9. TARDIS interior, 7. This is something I wanted to specifically discuss. For me, it feels a bit too clean. Like, it's still beautiful and all, but it feels way too clean, and it feels very much like anyone is going to go in there with dirty shoes and make it dirty, and I don't know, I don't like it. Rewatchability, a 6. I've watched it twice, and I really enjoyed the second time I watched it. And availability, 7. It is available everywhere on Disney+. It's available in the UK on BBC iPlayer. However, for those who don't have Disney+, it is unavailable to you outside of the UK, and I'm still unsure whether it's available on Disney+ in the Republic of Ireland yet, so don't ask me that. So, that is all I know about that. I am now just going to go through really quickly and remind you. Cast, 8. Costume design, 8. Links to other seasons, 9. Characters, 8. CGI, 7. Plots, 8. Music, 6. Battles, 7. Villains, 9. TARDIS interior, 7. Rewatchability, 6. Availability, 7. Average, 7.5. This is a great programme. I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't watched it. And honestly, I recommend this to people who know nothing about Doctor Who, because this is what Doctor Who is. You can jump in here having not watched anything, and that is what we need. Alright, I hope this video has introduced new people into the world of Doctor Who. I will be reviewing the next episode of Doctor Who next Wednesday, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Now make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!